My name is Darlene and I have Parkinson's. Today we're going to have potato soup for supper, and I thought it'd be nice to have biscuits. Claudine's out, so of course when Claudine's out, Mama will play. Mama plays by cooking. So here we are, gonna make some biscuits. I'm going to tell you the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm gonna get right at it because I don't have a lot of time. We poured 1 cup of milk. Bill poured 1 cup of milk for me. You already took the tablespoon out of it, Bill? All right, and then he took 1 tablespoon out of the cup. Now I'm going to add that 1 tablespoon back, but it's going to be lemon juice or vinegar. Oh, I threw the spoon. Wait a minute. Lemon juice or vinegar. So we're going to use vinegar. And I'm going to, here we go. Sorry, I'm off screen, but I'm just grabbing my spoon and I'm going to wipe it off. So, all right, here we are. Back. All right. My hands are not doing very good today, but the rest of me is doing great. I'm having a good time. So I'm looking forward to the potato soup tonight. All right. So this here is going here. All right, and I'm going to add a tablespoon. Now, please do not spill this. I should maybe do it here so I don't splash this in and waste the milk. So, 1 tablespoon of vinegar. This is asking for trouble, me measuring liquid like this. So we're going to try it. Okay. If I spill it, it won't do much harm if it's not over the milk. Okay. I spilled it, of course. All right, there's a tablespoon. Now I'm going to put that in. Oh, okay, I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to stir it up, and that's going to sit for 10 minutes while I do the other ingredients. That's going to cause that milk to become a homemade buttermilk. It's going to thicken it up, and that's what we want to do. Is we want to just thicken it up a little bit, and that's what you do. Lemon juice is nice too. But I find vinegar works a little bit better. All right, I'm not very good at this part. Oh my goodness. All right. I think Claudine will be pleased that there's biscuits for dinner, but she'll say, how come I can't go out anywhere without you doing something? And that's what I do. I wait till she goes out and then start playing. All right, here we go. I was thinking I should tell a story today, but I'm not sure which one I want to tell. So, oh geez. Oh. Okay, that was close. All right, so this one here. That's going to thicken up. Let it go. This one, oh, this one's leaking. Oh, dear. I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to go get a cloth. Okay. Oh. I'm back. All right, so I did a few things while I was doing. I got things tidied up, and I brought out all the next ingredients. I'm going to put this bib on. I think it's beautiful, actually. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to put this bib on instead of putting an apron on because I don't feel like wearing an apron, but I don't feel like getting flour over me either. So, there. And I make a mess. You all know I make a mess. So, biscuits it is. So, let's take a look at our buttermilk that we made because it's been sitting for more than 10 minutes. And then we'll start. Okay, now I'm going to put this like this, and here we go. I'll go you around. There. Can you see that? Right there. Okay, now bring this bowl this way. All right. So here's the buttermilk right here, and I'll bring it over for you. Okay. So there's the buttermilk. I'll give it a stir, but you can see, let me get a hold of that there. You can see that it's a little bit thicker. I can't see, but it's a little bit thicker than normal. It's not as thick as real buttermilk, but it does the flavor profile. So, okay, so place the, oh, I didn't get the butter out. Sorry. I need how much butter? Half a cup. Half a cup. It's in the freezer, so I'll get it right now. Okay, this goes down here. Okay, I went and got the butter. We took our butter, we took our half a cup of butter and grated it. It's frozen. We grated it so we have separate little pieces of that. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is place the butter in the freezer for 20 minutes. We did that. Preheat the oven. We did that. We put parchment paper on our pan. In a bowl, we're going to combine the flour, baking powder, sugar, and salt. Now, I took a picture of this recipe. Hopefully it turns out, and I'll put it on at the end. But I will tell you the ingredients if you need. So, combine the flour. It's 2.5 cups of flour. So, Bill's here helping me. What is this, half a cup? All right, you don't have to be right here helping me. You can sit down. I'll call you if I need anything. All right, so there's a half. And 1. 1. Okay, and 1.5. I'll have to fill this flour jug, but I won't do it today. 1.5, and this is 2. and 2.5. Now I'm going to keep it here open because I might need some of it later for putting it on the pan. So there's 2.5 cups. All right, 2.5 cups of flour. Baking powder, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So here's the tablespoon. Here's the baking powder. Okay, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Okay. I'm telling you, I've been trying to do so many things when Claudine was gone, and I'm getting behind. All right, so there's a tablespoon of baking powder. What do we do with the lid? I'm not sure to do with the lid though. Oh, there it is. Okay. Baking powder. Do we need baking soda? Oh, we don't need baking soda, Bill. All right, sorry. There was a little piece of saran wrap over there. Is it still there?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So, sugar, 2 teaspoons of sugar. That's not very much sugar, so let's put that on. 2 teaspoons of sugar. So this is 1 teaspoon. Okay. So, all right, 1. Oh gosh. All right. Can you still see my bowl? Yep. All right. So I'm not good with my hands. I've told you that. 1. And so therefore, when I cook, I know that I'm going to make a mess, and I just expect it, and I have to fix it. All right, so there's the sugar. It helps me immensely when Bill does the bringing out ingredients and that sort of stuff. All right, and that's down on the bottom shelf. I think you know that.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so, and salt. How much salt? Half a teaspoon of salt. So this is my salt. Okay, I got Himalayan pink salt. So I'm just going to take, it's got a little bit of pepper in it, but these are biscuits. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to put a half a teaspoon, if I can get the hold of this right now. Half a teaspoon. All right. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. There's half a teaspoon of salt. All right. So these 2 can go back. All right. Baking powder, sugar, and salt. Whisk together until it's well combined. Okay. Grate the frozen butter. This is what I said. I grated the frozen butter. So it says grate the frozen butter using a box grater. Add the butter to the bowl and mix it into the dry ingredients using your hands or a fork. All right. So this gets mixed. And this goes in here. Okay. I think maybe I will use my hands instead of the fork, since I'm not very good at it. If Claudine comes in and sees this mess, she will have my head.
Better your head than mine.
Yeah, you see how much it's already melting off? It didn't stay frozen for long.
No.
All right, okay, there. So that one can go back. Oh, actually, this one can get rinsed and we'll put it in the dishwasher. All right, so let's put this here. All right, what does it say to do next? What we're going to do here is just sort of make it like pea meal here. Add the butter to the bowl. Mix the ingredients using your hands or fork. Pour the 1 cup of milk or buttermilk into the bowl and use a fork to stir until it comes together. It is okay if there's a few bits of flour not yet incorporated, but the dough seems very dry and is not coming together. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons more milk or buttermilk. Okay, so I'm going to do this, but before I put my milk in, I'm going to show you something because I'm going to use this after here. This is the box of what it looks like. Okay. You buy it from Amazon, and it's called Wilton's disposable counter covers. Now, if you're making bread a lot, and you know how you have to scrape your counter, this protects your counter from doing that and makes your bread very easy to come together. It's a parchment. Now, I cut them so that they weren't quite so big, but I use it for lots of things. But anyway, I'm going to put it on here so that I can put my dough out, because there's a tablecloth on here. So I'm going to put this here for when I need to put my dough out. And there's little dots that you take off, and it will stick to the counter as well. I'm not going to use the dots. All right, so let's see. I'm going to add this buttermilk. Did you bring me a fork, please? Did you bring me a fork? I'm going to give you this here.
I thought I did.
I think you did, and I took it away. Right here. All right, these things here. Done. You can get that up. Oh, you're okay. All right. You'll bring me a fork. I'll be happy. Oh, I gotta pick up my paper now. All right. I'll use this here to begin. All right. So This is hard when you, I keep saying it's hard when you can't use your hands, but you know, everybody's got an affliction, and this just happens to be mine. So let's get this going and see if we need to add a little bit more milk or not. All right. These look like they're good. And you don't want to overwork the dough or your biscuits will be tough. Do you have a fork for me?
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
it's
Getting senile. We're there. We're there. All right. Okay. So I'm going to put this down here. Bill can take that when he comes. Right. And I'll see whether or not we need any more milk. Okay. I don't know if we need milk or not. Let's get it together. All right. My hands are getting really messed up. Okay. See, this is my handle that I put on them with the styrofoam, or not styrofoam, foam for insulations. And I think that it works really good. Yeah, I'm going to just use my
Where does this
fingers.
go?
That goes, you know where you put the sugar? That kind of goes behind it. There's a tin, a big Christmas tin. It goes in there. So you'll see a big spot. All right, so let me put this over here and decide, do I need any more? I do not need any more milk. So I'm going to put this dough onto this rack and turn. Ooh, I've got a big blob on the floor, Bill. And I'm going to turn the camera so you can see it. There we are. There we are. Okay. And I don't need the flour. All right. Oh, geez, my hands are really bad, but they're going to get worse. So let's put this here. I need my recipe on the floor too, Bill. Okay. Wouldn't it be awful to be a kitchen assistant and have to do all the grody jobs? Like,
Yeah.
well, that would be terrible. Huh. Okay, I can't get that on. All right, then this here and the flour's good. I'll swap it. Okay, I want to put my camera down. You don't have dirty hands. Can you make it so they can see this parchment paper here? Just turn this a little bit. All right, so yeah, they can see that there now. Okay, so it says, turn the dough out onto a lightly floured work surface. Pat the dough into 1.5 inch thick rectangle. Fold the dough in half on top of itself and pat it down into another 1.5 inch thick rectangle. Repeat the folding process 4 to 6 times. You don't need to do that. Then press it out onto a 1 inch rectangle. You do not need to do it all those times. So we're going to ignore that part of the recipe. And we're going to go here. So we're just going to incorporate this, and it's on parchment paper, so it works good. All right. This is the part that when you're cooking it, people come in partway through your job and they go, what a mess she's making, huh? And then they come at the end of the job and they see the homemade soup and the biscuits in there. Quite happy about it. All right, so let's pat this down here like that. Okay, and we're going to fold it in half. All right, here is it. Okay. And we're going to push this down again. All right. So I'm going to open it up. All right, we're going to dust this with flour.
I just stirred your soup.
All right, thank you. Okay, I'm going to put this over here. Go right over there.
Finish with the flour?
Yes, I am. Right there. No, I am. Okay. Good. And I'm going to go like this. In half. Push it down. Okay. One more time. All right, so you can tell when you're doing it, when it starts to stay incorporated, that you're at the right spot. I can't knead, but you don't really want to work this in the knead. You just want to work it. So I'm going to put this in. Okay, now we want a 1.5 inch rectangle. So that's good. And that just takes a little bit to make it a rectangle. Okay. But you see, now when we started, this was all. Why do we have a rolling pin? Do we have a rolling pin?
I don't know.
Check. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know where to check. To tell you the truth. I know we have one. But I don't know where to check, so don't worry about it. All right, so this is a rectangle.
This is a reminder.
All right,
Read with a dopa.
that's my medication reminder. So I better hurry up with this. Okay. All right, come on. All right. Okay, so now let's try to make that look nicer. All right, all right. I'm not making cut biscuits. I'm making
You want
rustic biscuits. Okay?
pills?
No, I'll come over and take a minute.
Well, I can bring them over.
No, it's okay, honey. I'll come. I don't need them right now. No, I can get them. Okay, so I'm going to use the food mover. What did it say? It makes 12 biscuits? That'd be awful small. We're pigs here. We need big ones. So this is 12 biscuits. We're going to make more than less than 12. So where's my food mover? Where's my food mover? Do you know?
You're underneath there.
There it is. There. Yeah, here. Let's put this here. Like this, and we're going to cut it up rustically. Perfect. All right, there you are.
You need me for anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Can I go like that?
Yes, you can. Let me just get my hands on done like this. Okay, so my 2 biscuits there. 2, 4. 2, 4. Okay. 6. 6. 7, 8. Well, we'll go back. 7, 8, 9. It's okay. I'll put this on here. And we're just going to go like a rustic and put it on. Can you tell me on the recipe, Bill, how long we're cooking this for? Okay.
I don't know. I can't. Don't have my glasses
Oh, I
on.
was going to say that the sun gives it. I can probably read it if you hold it over for me. I don't know. It's 425-degree oven. That I know. Probably 15 or 20 minutes.
What time it says? 15 minutes.
15 minutes, all right, that's great. So we're going to do this again. All right, so this one's going to be, I'm going to make a couple of them a little bit smaller because these are pretty big. I might need the other pan there. We'll see. All right. I love rustic biscuits. I didn't make them quite high enough, so they won't rise as much as they could have. But if you wanted to make a few biscuits and make them rise high, you just make them double height. And so that's good. They might all be done. I might be lucky. That's good. There we are. This one needs a little bit more. Yeah. That one down there doesn't look very good. Let's fix it up. Okay. This one here doesn't look very good. It's kind of looking haggard. I want rustic. I don't want haggard. Okay. All right. All right. So this one. And these are the
I
last
think
2.
8 biscuits would be enough.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We've got 10. All right. Okay. 9. I am going to have this all cleaned up before Claudine comes home. Yay! All right. All right. So if you would like to turn the camera off, we're going to put these in the oven for 15 minutes. I'll show you when we bring them out, and I'll show you the soup at that time. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. Oh, I hope, hang on. I better show them. They couldn't see that. Oh my gosh, you didn't notice we couldn't see. Oh dear. Okay, we're in the dark. Oh no. Oh well. Can't do anything about it now. Okay. Forgot to mention, I'm going to brush milk over top of the biscuits so it helps them brown. Okay, so I'm going to do that before I put it in the oven. Okay, everybody, we're back. Claudine took a picture of the biscuits as they came out of the oven, and the soup was ready, so we just finished eating. So we have a picture that we will insert, and I'll insert that right about here. And then I will also, at the end, put a picture of the recipe, because I'm not going to type it into the description box, so you can take a screenshot if you want it, or just write down the ingredients as I went along. The other thing I was going to say is what I was really hoping to close with here. I was hoping to close with a picture of my daughter with a very smiling face, holding a lottery win. She did a crossword the other day, and she had 9 words on it, and it was going to pay her $1,000. And then she had a couple other wins on the same card, so she was going to get $1,025. And here in Alberta, you make an appointment and you go in. So her appointment was for today at 3 o'clock. And I wanted to show her with a smiling face and a lottery win. Instead, she went in, she hadn't verified the ticket because she wanted to do it there. And it turns out, it took them a long time to figure out what was happening because it said not a winner when they put it through the scanner. But they were looking at it and they kept saying, well, it looks like a winner. What it turned out to be is one of the letters on the crossword was the letter C. And Claudine hadn't, no, she thought it was a letter O, but she hadn't scratched it all the way out, and it was a letter C. So instead of getting $1,025, she got $0. And a lesson in gambling. Anyway, we felt so bad for her. Honestly, we felt so bad for her. She said it was embarrassing, and she really believed it was a winner. It took them a while, but they were puzzled by it as well because they looked at it and thought it was a winner. But anyway, it was not. So I've got one other thing I wanted to tell you, and that is I've got something that I'm going to try with my tablet to see if it helps me with my typing. We're not sure if it will or not, but I'll show you. It's a new keyboard, but it's different than a regular keyboard. Okay, so it is like this. And on a regular keyboard, you know, your keys are all touching each other. And then when you press one, you sometimes get the other ones pressed as well. These ones are all separate, and so that will maybe help me not to press too many buttons that are wrong. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for us today. Just wanted to say I hope you enjoy. I made the soup on a previous video, biscuits today, and we loved it and had a great meal. So, hope you guys are having a good day. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.